You know, this past Sunday we had a missionary to Cambodia named Troy Tabor. He came and shared with us here at Calvary Hill what God is using him to do and just some great perspective for us as well. But the story of Jonah starts off with a man named Jonah who is a prophet of God, who was told to go to Nineveh and to tell them to turn from their wicked ways because they were not at all living for God. And we see that God told him to go to Nineveh, and he ended up going as far in the opposite direction as he thought possible. Later on in the story, we see that the reason why Jonah did not want to go to Nineveh is because he knew that God was a gracious God and that God just might forgive them. And honestly, that sounds pretty harsh to us, but it makes me think, how often do we do the exact same thing? You know, they don't deserve forgiveness. Man, it hits me so hard about my own life and making sure that I don't live in that same way. And so Jonah, through some convincing with, a big fish that came along and helped him out, some extra time spent in there and some acids going on all over Jonah's body, finally he came to the realization that maybe he should listen to God. And we see that he finally decided to go and to share that they needed to turn from their wicked ways. And what was interesting is how Troy, he kind of helped us see how the story finishes. You see, it finishes off with Jonah, who is a prophet of God, being angry that God was willing to forgive them. We don't ever see Jonah be grateful that God forgave them. We don't ever see that. And yet he was a prophet of God. Pastor Brent, he had shared with me just how it does not matter how spiritual you are. What matters is, are you living for Christ today? Are you finishing well? It does not matter what your title is. What matters is, are you living for Him today? And our hope and our prayer for every one of you here at Calvary Hill Church is that you would finish well. Calvary Hill, we want to take a moment and just thank you again for taking the time to watch this video, and just remind you, this Saturday is our first Saturday prayer. We look forward to praying together 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We hope that you will join us for that. And also, just a quick mention, we'll have our annual business meeting this Sunday right after second service in room 104. Hope that you'll join us for that as well. Thank you for those of you who came out to our informational meeting. And can I just say, I am so excited about what God has in store for us here at Calvary Hill Church. I hope and I pray that you will choose to be a part of what's happening this weekend. Praying that God will use you and that you will see how God has uniquely designed you to be a part of what's taking place here. And we look forward to worshiping this Sunday here at 9 and 10:45 and this Saturday at 8 a.m. Look forward to seeing you soon, Calvary Hill. Probably go return that fish.